Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Today we are here because I am answering a challenge. LaSonya Burger, who is MsDoll's Creations here on YouTube, she has challenged me and Trish and C for some crafty chat and go questions. So I'm working on these. You can't even see it. I'm working on these. This was my card kit for the swap that I hosted. That was my sample, but I think they're going to be my Christmas cards. So I'm going to go ahead and work on those while I'm chatting with y'all. Because the challenge is you answer 10 crafty questions. Basically y'all just watch me craft and chat. So let's get onto it. The first question is my name. So my name is not amazing like LaSonya's. I don't have a, fancy name. Just good old Tiffany McGill. So my name was supposed to be Jessie. My mom said, but when it came out, she said I didn't look like a Jessie. I didn't look like any of the names she picked out, so they didn't have a name for me. And then finally they chose Tiffany, which is cool because, it's a diamond. Yeah, there you go. And what's funny is that you guys know Totally Tiffany. She has her own line of stuff, and I was super excited when I finally started crafting. And there's also a line McGill. So I was super excited. I was going to be, Totally Tiffany McGill Crafts. But unfortunately, Totally Tiffany is super expensive. And McGill's Craft, well, I only have one of their punches that I actually like. A lot of their stuff, I got it and it either fell apart or I just didn't like it. So I was kind of bummed about that because I thought, oh my god, my whole craft room is going to be Totally Tiffany McGill, just like my name. So, that's pretty fun. But okay. So, question number 2. I have my little cheat sheet right here. How did I get my YouTube name? Well, I went back and forth with a lot of names. I try to be cute with my name, but Tiffany McGill don't rhyme with anything. So, I was just going to have it McGill's Wife because that is pretty much, when I got married, I took McGill's Wife at every single domain: Hotmail, Yahoo, Gmail, Mail, AOL, all of them, because I was proud to be McGill's wife and I didn't want nobody else to be McGill's wife. So that was going to be my YouTube name, but then I was like, that's not really crafty, and it's my email. So I was like, I don't want everything the same. And then yeah, I went with Crafting Like a Boss. You gotta say boss, like B-A-W-S, like a boss. I don't know. It sounded funny. It made me laugh. It made me feel good inside. So, yeah, that's what I took it. And I'm loving that I did that because now everything, that's the same, like a boss. Everything says like a boss. So I am so excited for that. Yeah. So I have socks that say like a boss that Tamika from Scrap the World sent me. I have a mug that Tiffany Russell sent me. She's Knit Needs Crafts, and it says like a boss. And then I have a mug that Corey gave me. Corey's my son. Most of y'all know that. He gave me for Mother's Day, and it says like a boss. So yeah, I'm loving that I chose that because now my name is everywhere. Same thing with my initials. My initials, are TM. So when anything's trademarked, my initials are right there. So fun stuff. Okay, my favorite craft to make. I think my favorite thing to do are bows and flowers. I made these flowers the other night on live. Hold on, let me grab them. For a Halloween project. They're so beautiful. I love them. I use black and purple paper. I inked the purple with black ink to make it a little bit more spooky. And I took Mod Podge glitter around the edges. And they came out perfectly. So I was very happy for that. I kind of make bows and flowers for everything because I think those are the two. Oh my gosh, I can't get this sandwiched. I think bows and flowers are the things that people use the most in all their projects. So, you know, well, that's the stuff that I use the most. And so that's what I like to make. Rosettes I can do. Sometimes, you know what? I have a love-hate relationship with rosettes. Sometimes I love making them. Sometimes I hate it. So, yeah, I didn't enjoy doing this with two layers. So we'll go back to one layer. In case y'all are wondering, this is the Sidekick. I wish the Sidekick had magnetic plates because you see how these dies just go all over the place. And the handle is, when you turn it, it's like backwards. So, I mean, it's not a deal breaker, but, you know, you turn, like, if I was putting it through this way, I would expect to turn it this way, but you go forward, so, whatever it works, right? What else do I like to make? I love to make mini albums. I like to construct mini albums. I don't necessarily like to mat them. So I do a lot of blank mini albums for people where I just make like the flips and the flaps. And I do the binding system and all that. And I do the chipboard covers. So I love doing that. Like I said, matting and I are not really friends. So, I mean, I will mat, but it takes me a long time. Constructing a mini album, I can construct a mini album any size, like, you know, in an hour. I'm really good at that. Matting probably takes me like 5 days to do that. So, yeah. What else do I like to make? Oh, I'm really loving these faux Rae Dunn. Oh no, I just lost my snowflake die. Of course I did. Oh, here we go. The faux Rae Dunn cards. Like I have a pack right here. Tamika from Scrap the World is the one who turned me on to these. And with this font, this is the policeman font on the Cameo store. It looks just like Rae Dunn, except for it's a lot cheaper. So, yeah, I love making those. Okay, my favorite store. Does it have to be a crafty store? Because legit, my favorite store is Chik Fil A. Does that count? Can I say Chik Fil A? My favorite crafty store. I don't really have a favorite crafting store. I kind of just buy, you know, what I need. Honestly, now that I live near craft stores, I don't really go to them that much. I hit up, you know, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. I have not been to the Joann Fabrics here. It's a big one, but I haven't been there. And I haven't been, well, I went to Tuesday Morning. I've been there once, maybe twice. I don't know. They're just in weird parts of the town, and the parking's crazy, and I don't want to fool with it. I do like Craft Warehouse. I do frequent Craft Warehouse. They have a lot more of the, like, lawn fawn, and you can get, like, photo play, simple stories. You can get Graphic 45. I'm not a Graphic 45 fan, so I don't really even look at the Graphic 45 stuff. You can get a lot of Tim Holtz. So you can get a lot of mixed media stuff from there. So Craft Warehouse is kind of like your online mom and pop stores, but it is a chain. But it's in, like, it's Idaho, Washington, and I don't know, California maybe Oregon. I don't know. But it's only over here, in a couple states. So, I mean, I like it, but, you know. I buy stuff from Amazon. I love Amazon for everything. I do buy stuff at Walmart. Crafty stuff at Walmart. Online stores, sometimes I use Cherry on Top and scrapbook.com. It's very rare though I do that. So yeah, those are my favorite stores. Starbucks. It's a store, right? Those are my favorites. You can't forget Starbucks. Okay, this one is hard. My top 5 YouTube channels. Like LaSonya, I watch a ton of YouTube. I get so much inspiration from everyone. I don't always comment because normally I am sneak watching it from work. And you know how that goes. Like, I can watch it, but I just can't comment on it because I'll have to take it out, my phone out the drawer and comment that way, and it's just not a good look. So I don't always comment, but I watch loads and loads and loads. My top 5 channels, obviously, Tamika Scrap the World. She is who started me on YouTube, and her and I have become really good friends. We kind of have a love-hate. I love her, she hates me. So, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't start rumors. Don't start rumors. She's going to get me for that one. She is going to get me, boy. And it's so funny because even our husbands have the same hobbies and the same likes and interests. So it's super cool. We all love Tamika. So Tamika loves us all. Tamika loves playing Facebook friend Cupid through her swaps. And so it's so super cool how so many people have become legit real life BFFs through Tamika swaps. And that just makes her heart, just swell with joy. If you met someone through one of her swaps and you guys became BFFs, make sure you tell her. She just loves doing it. Her love of crafting is unbelievable. She's super fast crafter. I don't know if you guys have seen the last couple of days on her Facebook memories, but Audrey and Cheryl, who are so good all in Gemsile, and Tamika, they all went to like the expo show. I can't remember where. And they also went to LA together. And if y'all watch these videos, oh my God, they are so hilarious. But Tamika was talking about, let's do a craft challenge. She made like the Taj Mahal to scale in like 4.2 minutes. So, Tamika's a fast crafter. So it's super fun to watch her. She slows down when she does like the come craft with me chats. But yeah, she's a super fast crafter. I love it. And she does push you outside of your comfort zone. She loves encouraging you. So yeah, so she's my go-to. Of course, Kathy Orta King. Love her projects. I'm not as involved with her as I used to be. Before, I used to catch all of her live shows, do all of her projects. I haven't done a Kathy Orta King project, probably since she was Kathy Orta. To be honest, I have a lot of her kits. I just have not sat down and done them. That is my goal, to do them. I love her. There was no, I didn't stop, she had to change her time for her live shows when she had baby Faith. And then my times kind of changed as well. So unfortunately, I can't catch the live shows, which if you ever catch her live shows, they are so fun. You really don't get a lot of crafting done because you're so interested in reading the comments and what she's saying. It's just so fun. Go there. Poodles Papercraft, who is Sam Donaldson. I got the biggest girl crush on her. She's amazing as well. She's from England. Her voice just makes you so happy. Of course, that accent, who doesn't love a British accent? But she makes a lot of boxes, and I love making boxes and party favors. So yeah, I guess that's my favorite craft to make too. Boxes, I just love them. Like, I have a million boxes that I've made. They have nothing in them, but they're just really cute and gorgeous. I did her stacked boxes for last fall, and it's on my shelf, and I love it. So I always get her advent calendar things every year, her tutorials, because I love it. Who else do I watch? Okay, wait a minute. let's pull out my, let me pull up my YouTube so y'all can see. I don't want to leave nobody out. My subscriptions. My subscriptions are people that I watch every day. I don't have, well, for me, okay, I was going to say I don't have that many, but I'm still scrolling. I have a ton of people here. Linda Baldwin, she is Stampin' Up. I have a lot of Stampin' Up people on here. D. Slater. I got to meet Becky, who is Inking Idaho. I can't remember what her name was before Inking Idaho, but it was super fun. So all these people I watch all the time. Frenchie, she's another Stampin' Up demonstrator. Chicken Scratch, she's Angie. So Get All. I watch Trish C, LaSonya, Brittany, Laura, Lindsay, Lily, Becky. I watch a lot of people. So look at all this. Look at all this. Crazy, 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 crazy subscriptions. I was like, oh, I only have a few. Rosa Kelly. Rosa Kelly just had her scrapbooking magazine. It's amazing. Oh, you want to know who I very first started watching that I still love and has been a really good friend to me? Kimmy Murray. She started off as Fatty Patty Scrappers. I did not know that until I met her in Vegas. And then I was like, hey, wait a minute. I know who you are. And now she is Salty Beat Scrappers. So that's who I started with in the beginning. I think she was the first crafter that I watched on YouTube. Debbie Adams, I watch her as well because her giggle cracks me up. So I just watch everyone. Like I said, I don't really comment because usually I'm watching at work. I try to comment when I can. You know who is amazing at comments, and I'm gonna get a shout out. Legit Gina. I think it's Gina Loves Crafting. But Gina, girl, thank you so much for all your support. I'm always okay. I'm not even gonna lie. The other day I posted a video, and Gina wasn't the first one, and I was like, oh, Gina didn't like my video. So, and then she posted, she was probably asleep when I posted a video, but I got my feelings hurt a little bit. So, thank you so much for showing all the love, watching my videos. I do watch your videos, girl. I just, like I said, I can't always comment. For those of you who love craft fairs, Lyric Lover 10, I think her name is Amber. She's really good. Carolina's Creations is doing some amazing craft fair items. Tamika has her craft fair series from the last couple of years. So those are all the craft fair ones I have set to watch later. Like my watch later has 22 unwatched videos because I see them and I want to watch them, and then I don't have time, or I do like I did last night and me and Corey sit on the couch and watch 9,000 Life PD episodes, because Life PD will suck you in, not even gonna lie. So but yeah, there you go, there's my shout out. Thank you, girl. And just really honestly, while I'm giving out shout outs, just shouting out to everyone who supports me, support my channel. Those of you who have been there from the beginning, I legit had 3 people for the longest time, and then I looked one day and I had 500. So it's pretty awesome. I do the videos for the love of crafting, and just that's really what I do it for, and I think it's just fun and inspirational. I try to get inspiration from everyone, and I hope I inspired at least 1 or 2 of y'all to do big things. I know a lot of people come to my Facebook page, which is Coffee, Cake, and Crafting, because they're just starting out. Tamika sends a lot of people, thanks girl, to my page, so that way they can start out, because I have not been crafting my entire life. I don't have a cool story, how I started crafting. I'll get to that in a minute because it's one of the questions, so I don't want to jump ahead. But, when I started out, I wanted to swap. I watched a lot of Tamika's swap reveal videos, and I didn't know what to do. And you know, Tamika's not for beginners. If you're a beginner swapper, you know, you gotta do some other swaps before you jump in the big leagues with Tamika. And so I didn't know what to do, how to do it. She pointed me in the direction of, you know, a couple different people, a couple different swaps. Well, I didn't swap with them, but I did do some crafty videos. I did some swaps on a card group that I don't swap with anymore. I don't know why I don't swap with them anymore. I just don't. I should go back to it. Yeah, because I don't know why I don't swap with them anymore. Interesting. You know, I started on my Facebook channel, my page, to kind of help other new crafters, so that way we can, you know, just come together and be like, hey, don't be scared. And you know, some people have the natural talent. They come out, they know how to swap. Their swaps blow you out the water. You're like, holy crap, you swap better than I do. Your projects are amazing. You need to go to the big leagues. You know, and then there's some people that you have to hold their hand and walk along, and, you know, they ask 1,000 questions, and that's what it's all about. You know, let's help each other out. Let's fix each other's crowns. Don't be nervous. Okay, so I say that, but I'm always nervous when it comes to these swaps, and I've been swapping for 10 years. I know what's expected of me, but I keep it moving, and I still get scared, you know, and people, you know, the joke is I'm extra. I'm super extra. But the reason why I'm extra is because I'm like, okay, did I do enough? Did I do enough? You know, so sometimes I overcompensate. So, you know, that's a hard balance to learn. I have actually scaled way, way, way back. You know, in the beginning, Tamika was like, look, you cannot send this much stuff. Don't give away your craft room. You know, just put your energy more into the project, less of the product. So that is a very hard lesson to learn. You know, especially when you want to impress everyone, you want to get your name out there, you're new to the scrap world, the swap world, but you have to find that balance of like, okay, am I giving too much store-bought product because I'm compensating for a bad handmade product, and we're all here for the handmade, not the store-bought, because we can all go and buy our own crap. So that was a hard lesson learned. So there you go. Okay, so my favorite color, that's a hard one. I can tell you what color I don't like. I'm not a fan of green, unless it's like Old Olive from Stampin' Up, or like a desert green, like a camo. I don't like the primary color green. I'm not a huge fan of lime green. Actually, I don't like lime green at all. But my favorite color, I would have to say, honestly, is, okay, a tie between tan and gray. I know those are weird colors to love, but tan reminds me of coffee, and gray is just like clean and fresh without being boring white. So I have to go with gray and tan. And then comes red, and then pink, and then yellow, and then orange. My favorite colors. I don't fool with purple too much. I mean, it's not... so when I was little, my favorite colors were pink, purple, and blue. Well, turquoise. A specific... like, it had to be hot pink. It had to be this color purple. And it had to be turquoise. Those were my 3 favorite colors. I did not deviate from those colors. My room, everything, up until I was probably in high school, those were my favorite colors. And I used to hate the color red. And I think it's because one time my mom made me and my brother wear these like stupid red shirts for like this family picture. And the lady made us like hug each other in like this awkward, intimate way. And for those of you who know me, you know I'm not a hugger. I'm not a snuggler. I don't like people touching me. It freaks me out. I don't like it. It's too germy, too close. Get out of my bubble. So ever since then, I think I just associated red with that, that memory. So I hated it. But high school, I started liking red. It became my new favorite color. And I kind of went away from the pink, purple, and blue. I still like, you know, pink. Sometimes purple. Not as much. And turquoise, I still like my accent chairs are turquoise in my house. So, dang, this video is getting long. Sorry, guys. But, yeah, so those are my color lineups. I like gold. Gold's my other go-to color. And black. I wear a lot of black, only because I'm fat, so. I'm not even gonna lie, because I love me some Chik Fil A. And, you don't get to have a bikini body if you have a love affair with Chik Fil A like I do. So y'all don't pay me no mind. Don't pay me any mind at all. Okay. My favorite craft tool, I'm gonna have to say, my glue. I love me some art glitter glue. I use that for every project. My score tape. Those aren't really tools though, are they? I would say my bone folder. I have the Stampin' Up! Bone folder, which I absolutely love. They're downstairs right now because I brought them with me to an event and I forgot to bring them back upstairs. I do love my Sidekick. This tool, you know, this is an amazing tool. I love my prison shank, which is this pokey tool thing. It just sounds more badass when you say prison shank. You know, that's why I'm a paper manipulator, not a scrapbooker. You know, just sounds a little bit more badass. So my paper shank, my Stampin' Up! Paper snips. These are my favorite scissors. And my Fiskars, orange handle scissors. Oh wait, here's one of my Stampin' Up! Bone folders. I have like 50 of these. I love them. Yeah, so I love it. I use obviously my paper trimmer. I love my paper trimmer. It's the old Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer, so I'm a little heartbroken that they're no longer supporting that company. So they came out with their new paper trimmer that's not out yet. I mean, I appreciate them not sacrificing the quality, but mine was from 10 years ago, so mine is the quality ones. Because what had happened was, if you got your Stampin' Up! Trimmer in the last 5 years, there were so many problems, and they were cheaply made. They were falling apart, and Stampin' Up! Was going to the company like, hey, bro, you know, everyone's saying your stuff is crap now. What's going on? But if you got yours like 10 years ago, like I did, I would say like 8 to 10 years ago, it's still amazing. It's the best trimmer you've ever had in your life. The blades cut like butter. You know, my friend Dawn, she got her trimmer like 2 years ago, and it's been nothing but problems for her since the day she got it. She had to send it back twice. They sent her 2 new ones. Her blades were just tearing up her paper, and she uses expensive quality paper, so it's not like she was using, you know, cheap, you know, 22 cents for a 50 pack paper. So you know, so I appreciate Stampin' Up! For doing that. You know, they didn't want to compromise their integrity and their product. So the new trimmer looks like the Vasen, I think it's called. It looks just like that. It doesn't have storage, which I'm a little disappointed in because I actually use my storage. So yeah, I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, my favorite tool. Okay, next question. Love for crafting. Well, I hated crafting as a kid. I didn't want to do the projects, you know, that they used to make you do for like Mother's Day and Christmas, Father's Day, whatnot. I hated crafting. I don't like the feel of coloring book pages. It makes me feel like I'm going to throw up. I'm a texture person, and even to this day, I cannot do that texture. I can't do sandpaper. I can't do chalk. No, thank you. That stuff makes me want to vomit. I don't like to get my hands messy. I never have liked to get my hands messy. Even when we were like playing in the mud and stuff, I didn't mind my body getting covered head to toe as long as my hands were clean. So actually I went to, you know, and the funny thing is my mom was super creative. My mom can draw, and growing up we didn't really have that much money, which I didn't know until I was older, that we were basically, you know, not poor, but my mom she learned how to do any cartoon character in buttercream. So that way our cakes were like our friends, you know, they're our friends' stupid store-bought cakes. And our cakes were so amazing, and then people used to pay my mom to do their cakes. She made all of our party favors. One year for Care Bear Cousins, it was like pin the, my favorite Care Bear cousin was the Grouchy Bear. Go figure. So it was like pin the rain cloud on his belly, and my mom hand drew all of it in felt and cut it out, and I was the only one who had it. you know, everything that we ever had, we were the only ones who had it because my mom made it and we didn't know she made it. And we were just like the most popular kids because of it. And all of our friends were jealous. And my mom was like, legit, I had to do that because I couldn't afford to buy store-bought stuff. And instead of, you know, regular departure goodie bags, my mom used to do like, she would make the animals or, you know, the theme. She would use cookie cutters and cut out cookies. And then you got to decorate your own cookie with like tons of colored sugar and icing and whatnot. And that was your departure gift instead of a goodie bag. And, you know, all my friends thought that were so cool. And she used to make the, like the little boxes to put the cookies in and put a little wax paper in there. So that way our cookies, you know, we could decorate our own box or bag or whatever she had at the time. She pulled out the art supplies and we decorate all that. And then, you know, it was cool. Now, my friends did all that. I did not do the arts and craft part of it. I never decorated a box. I never decorated my cookies because it wasn't my thing, but I sure ate them. So, you know, it was super cool. What got me started in crafting is I moved to Virginia and, you know, my husband's military, so we moved to the base and I didn't know anybody. And believe it or not, I'm very shy. Go figure. I am very, very shy. When there's, you know, people in front of me, I clam up and like, I just can't with life. And I don't talk and I have resting bitch face, something horrible. So I'm not very approachable. And then I panic when people talk to me. I'm like the little kid that wants to hide behind his mom. But yeah, honestly, I'm not lying. I know y'all are like, what? So, you know, I met Penny Keener and she was in charge of like the Wives Club and stuff like that. And that's what the Wives Club is for. So you can, you know, kind of find other spouses that are, I guess it's not the Wives Club, it's the Spouses Club, that are kind of have your same likes and interests. At that point, I didn't really know quite my likes and interests. You know, I really wasn't into anything. And so she said, hey, you know, I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Just come by. I'm having a little party, Stampin' Up! Party. You do not have to buy anything. Just come by, eat some food, and, you know, just mingle. I mean, she had me at food, so I went over there and watched a demonstration, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to like this crap because my hands are messy. Whatever. Did some stamping, and I loved it. I'm not even going to lie. It was so super fun. I had a great time. I had ink on my hands, and I didn't care, so I was like, wait a minute. You might have turned me on to something. And so my first card was just horrendous. But I was so proud of that stupid, ugly card. And I did it, and I went to all her stamp camps. I went to, you know, everything with her, all of her classes, all of her open houses, and it was just amazing, and it was a fun time, and she had little kids, and so I got my baby fix, and I didn't have to bring her home, so, you know, it was great. And then fast forward, like 6 months later, I became a demonstrator, and then I started following Kimmy. She's now Salty Beach Scrappers, and Kimmy is the one who taught me how to do mini albums, and then that just became my thing, and I kind of went away from stamping, and I just do more mini albums, and then, you know, from Kimmy to Kathy, and then to Tamika, so there you go. Okay, let me see, what's next, so we can, I know this video is so long, sorry guys. When did I start crafting? So that was 2008 with Penny Keener. So I'm a little behind the game. But, yeah, there you go. Oh, you know what? I was into writing children's books. I was going to be an author. I tried sewing. I was going to hand sew Corey's baby blanket. And Corey's 18 and that blanket's not done. So I did make him a pillow. That was fun because I learned how to do a pillow in home ec in high school. And I made baby Corey a pillow. But the quilt, you know, I bit off way more than I could chew. I cut out 3-inch squares. Don't know why I picked 3-inch like a crazy town. My first quilt, I'm going to not only am I going to cut out 3-inch squares, but I'm going to hand sew it. Yeah, that's why Corey 18 ain't got no blanket. So yeah, so I was kind of, I was a little bit crafty. I was creative. I had great ideas. I just could not execute my ideas. I always, I had these grand $1 million ideas, and my execution was like $1.50, so it didn't quite work out. Okay, that's when I started. And the last question, guys, is your favorite craft. I can't read my own handwriting. My favorite craft. Oh, my favorite craft so far. Dang, I can't look. I was trying to write it real quick while LaSonya was saying them. I can't even read my handwriting. So my favorite craft so far. My favorite craft so far that I've ever made was the All About Me selfie mini album. I've showed it many times. I love it, and it is. It's my selfie. I take a million selfies. Because I watched so many seasons of America's Next Top Model. I know how to find my light, my angles. You can only see one chin. I know how to do it. And it is my absolute favorite album. Matter of fact, let me go get it for y'all so y'all can see again. Here's the album. It's all started off with this card. It says, "Beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself." And the reason why I chose this, I really fell in love with this paper. It's the Fashionista paper collection. And then just this card. I spent so many years being who I thought people wanted me to be. And it was exhausting. It just really was. And when I finally found my voice and I finally found me, hold on, world, because this is what you got. Y'all asked for it. You got it. So now I'm a little bit more outgoing. I'm still very shy in public places, but I'm not afraid to go anywhere by myself. I go to the expos by myself if I have to. Not next year because Brittany and Laura, BB's Crafts and Vintology by Lola, are going with me to the Chantilly, Virginia Expo. It's going to be next June. If anybody else wants to join us, let us know. It's going to be great. We're going to have a great time. I'm going to try to hit the one in Georgia so I can see Trish C and LaSonya. I'm going to try to hit one over here on, kind of towards the West Coast so I can see my West Coast people. I may try to hit the one in New Jersey so I can see Lindsay and Lily. They live in New York. So I may try to do all that, but we shall see. Okay, anyway, so I'm not going to show you the whole mini album because this video is getting long. But, so it legit has my selfie in the book. And some of my favorite sayings. I put some of my favorite quotes. I just, what? We, as women, we don't showcase ourselves. We showcase our kids. We showcase our husband. I have very few pictures of me and Corey. And that kind of makes me sad. And now, Corey's older. He don't want to take a whole bunch of selfies. But my doggy. But, I guess I am going to show y'all the whole book. So I just wanted an album that was all about me and nobody else except for Paddington. And this is before I made this before I got Dixie. But, it's just something, and it made me feel so good. Like, legit, beauty is me. That's when I got my Not Today Satan tattoo, and it really is a tattoo. It's not handwritten. A lot of people thought I just hand wrote it on there. It's a tattoo, because Not Today Satan, not in my house. Jesus controls this wheel. So, yeah. So, I just thought this was super fun, very empowering. Be fierce, love being a girl, or whatever gender you identify with. Love yourself. And in this world of hate, you're on your own, kid. You gotta love yourself. So this is my favorite project so far. My other favorite project is this one, this little ornament I made, Military Pride. David and I went to the Air Force birthday celebration, and the theme was 1940s, and so I had my hair like 1940s, and I had, look at me with makeup, y'all. I look like a girl. And David and I went. He was in his blues, and he looked so handsome. And I have the red, white, and blue shaker bits in there and some stars. And then the yellow ribbon for support our troops. And just some bling around it. So this is another of my favorite projects. This stays on my desk. Any project I make of me and David are my favorite. Because David's my favorite. So, not going to get all girly on y'all. But I made another book. David took it with him. And it's called McGill Love. And it's just pictures of us. And I made a quick accordion book for that. I showed that many a times. So those are my favorite things. You know, my albums with Corey. I have Corey, you know, through his ages. So those are my favorite. And yeah. What else? Oh, another favorite thing I made was that sassy cat. That Nope Kitty. Only because it was sassy. So yeah, so those are my favorite things. I have a whole, let me see if I can turn this camera without y'all getting sick. Sorry. I have a whole shelving unit of stuff that I've made, that people have made. C made that for me. That album on the second shelf. I made those too. But I have a ton of, I have 3 shelving units of stuff that people have made for me. It's just sitting on top. They're beautiful. Some of them have pictures in them, some of them don't. But I just love looking at them, so I display them. I rotate it around. So yeah. So thanks so much for crafting, chatting with me. I'm not going to call out anybody because I can't remember who I'm going to call out. But yeah, so thanks for getting to know me, guys. And whoever wants to do the challenge, tag me, let me know so I can watch. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.